How much more fulfilled would you feel if you could be in control of your career? What if you could make an additional $900 a day? What if you could make an additional $100 a day? Would that change your reality? Hey there, my name's Ashley. I'm a realtor. Some of you know me. TikTok world may know me and YouTube may know me, but my name is Ashley and I'm a realtor. And I've been in the real estate game for almost 20 years. And the unpredictable income, the uncertainty, the frustration, the fear. Hey there. Hi, TikTok. Good to see you. I'm Ashley. I'm a realtor. I am coming to you today because I understand the career in which you're in, right? And our career, although we love it, is so demanding and so frustrating because our efforts are never in direct proportion. Our income is never in direct proportion of our efforts, right? Would you agree with that statement? How many of you have been out there working in the real estate business and working with the same buyers over and over and over? And there's just no urgency in the market, right? There's just no urgency from the buyer. Why? Because the interest rates are really high. The inventory is low. So we don't have a lot of options for a buyer to move. There's nothing for, in my opinion, like there's just not a lot of inventory that's out there that allows a buyer to really go, wow, this house is for me. Most of the time they're just sticking with where they're at because it's not enough. So as a realtor, the uncertainty of the income that's out there is, I mean, it's frustrating. It's frustrating because we work so hard as real estate professionals, yet our income is is not in direct proportion with our efforts, right? So I want to talk to you today about making an additional $100 a day. Would that help you? I mean, an additional $100 a day would help so many families. There is a way to do this online. Have you ever been curious about starting a business on the internet.com? If you're like me, you've been watching other people over and over and over. Looks like they're making money online. It looks like they have an Etsy product that they're selling. It looks like they've got a Canva product or a PDF that's out there that's generating them income consistently and over time. And if you think about digital products, then you already know the website doesn't shut down, right? The website is open 24/7. How many of you have been on your phone and the middle of the night, like you wake up, you can't sleep, so what do? Some people go and pick up their phone, right? I mean, I know that's what I'm guilty of doing. I'm guilty of going and picking up my phone, and I'm guilty of opening up a social media account because I know the World Wide Web doesn't sleep. So what if I'm scrolling at night on my phone and I happen to see someone that says, hey, Gen Xers, real estate professionals, 100% people who are sales commission jobs. Are you 1099 people? Are you sick and tired of unpredictable commissions? Would you like to know how to create a digital business and open up shop because we have a pre-built done for you, and because there's a community done with me business? It's all like we just jumped into a sorority or a fraternity, and not to insult anybody there if you didn't get that opportunity in college, but it's kind of like a club. It's like, okay, everybody that's in this club with me are going to be six-figure earners in just a short period of time. But here's where it struggles. Okay, here's the honest truth. It's not going to happen overnight. But I mean, come on, guys. I mean, who in here is 40, north of 40? We all know that nothing is free. We all know that you have to pay taxes. We all know that it's pretty good to have an attorney on your in your Rolodex. And we all know that you are never going to, just be able to work and not pay the government. The government's going to get something out of you, right? So we all know that nothing is free. Yes or yes? So if we all know nothing is free, and we all know that you have to earn knowledge, then what if I am able to show you a business in a box that tells you in 6 months, you will have six figures if you do these three things? Can you be coachable? Can you have a CEO mindset? And will you put 3 pieces of content out there a day and work 2 hours on your business? That's all I'm doing. You're seeing me over and over and over. Why? Because I have one thing to sell. I have one thing to sell. And the cool thing is it's pre-built and it's done for me. All I do is take it to my audience because I'm on the World Wide Web. I'm not selling to friends and family. I am selling this to, I'm really not even selling it. I'm offering you an opportunity to do some really cool stuff. Like, first of all, I'm 40 something and I am learning a new skill that, oh, by the way, if you haven't noticed, look around you. You guys, we as Gen Xers, baby boomers, we're getting left behind. Would you agree with that? Would you agree that we're getting left behind? Because I am starting to go, oh my gosh, these kids these days. I'm a kid. I still feel like I'm a kid, right? I'm like, these kids, man, they're just so smart with the internet. I hung out with my nieces recently at the lake house. And, I'm trying to be cool. I'm 44. I'm talking to my youngest niece. She's like 11. She got her cell phone. And I'm like, what's your Twitch handle? Like trying to be cool because I know Twitch is the cool place where all the kids are hanging out, right? I'm like, I've got a Twitch handle. What's your Twitch handle? Like, how stupid is that, right? How silly am I to even think that I'm cool enough to have a Twitch account? But I do. I do. And here's why, because I know that Twitch is another platform that's up and coming. And just like YouTube has been around for 20 years. Can you believe that? I mean, how many in here use YouTube? I am the best handy girl. I've always kind of been into tools and stuff and a DIYer, right? But I mean, I fixed a toilet just recently. I fixed the toilet recently. I never had done that before. I'm like, man, this thing is running. It's driving me crazy. It's waking me up at night. So I got on Amazon, ordered a flapper. In comes the beautiful flapper. One day later, got on YouTube, how to install flapper. Boom, watched the video, got my tools, straddled the toilet, and I was able to, get it done, like dig my hands into the tank and get it done. And I successfully did it. I successfully did it. Why? Because we're in a digital marketing world. Like, we are in a digital marketing world, right? Like, so you are guilty of it too. I am guilty of it too. Guilty of using digital marketing because that's where we are. So if you're out there paying someone else for a product that you think is going to solve a problem in your house, what if you were to learn a product to help you go into the next future? Because we've got 20, 30 more years on planet Earth, and I can promise you things are changing. I just went to the Apple store, put the Vision Pros on. Oh whoa, guys, things are about to go crazy, crazy, crazy cool. Crazy cool, but also scary, because the ones that were out there the first time, what were they, the Onyx or something? That was cute. That was cute. That was pre its time, right? Apple has perfected it, and now it is virtual reality. I mean, I was literally on a tightrope walking across a ravine from two different mountains. That's how it was. Crazy cool. I touched an elephant. I was in a rhinoceros pack. I was in a rhinoceros herd. It was insane. So what I'm telling you is this, that digital marketing is already around you. You have this beautiful computer that you paid probably more for this than what you would pay with this business. You paid probably what, $1,000, $1,400 for this computer that's in your back pocket or your purse. And it is training you over the last few years to be able to handle the change that is coming. That's already here. The change is already here, right? So what I want to do is I want to share with you this beautiful thing, this beautiful digital product, because I don't know how to hook something up. I'm not sure how to take a digital product to market. I tried. I spent thousands and thousands of dollars over the last 5-6 years trying to understand where I wanted to park it in the digital marketing space. I got FBA on Amazon. I was a drop shipper. I never successfully did it though. I mean, I did it. I turned in all my inventory in June of last year, and it wasn't for me. It wasn't for me. It was too much upkeep and having to manage your inventory, and then Amazon was charging you every month. So I just was like, you know what, they're robbing me. They're doing like a gym membership, right? Like, they're just getting my money every month. And I just got sick of all these people getting away with taking my hard-earned money when I don't get a result that I bought into. So this woman came along one day, and as I'm scrolling through TikTok, because I'm always looking for a way to make income online. She says to me, what if I could show you a way to have 6 figures in your bank account in 6 months? And she said it with confidence. She said it with confidence, with clarity, with a 100% that she's going to do it. And I listened to it again and I was like, wait a minute, what is this? I was like, I think she's figured it out. And the reason that I believed in her is because I had already gone down the path in 2021 and again in 2019. And so the path that she was explaining to me, I had seen done before, but where we're at is so much technology is happening so quickly that people have been able to streamline and simplify systems and communicating to us, Gen Xers, baby boomers who are trying to, let's go ahead and fill our retirement account up because we don't have any, right? Like I am trying to figure out how to do that. But this lady put this in a box for me and said, here's what I've done. I've simplified it so that we can all get this under our belts and learn a new skill. Simply show up 2 hours a day, have a CEO mindset. Why? Because you just bought a business. So if you expect to have a business that's going to be doing six figures in 3 to 6 months, then the formula is this: share 3 pieces of content a day, take 20, 30 minutes a day, post, copy and paste. Like we have all the free ads for you. We have a Canva tutorial for you. So if you want to get creative with your ads, you can help yourself do that within our community. But this marketing deal, it's all done for you. And the reason that it's one product and we can all sell it is because you and me are different. I have a story of being a realtor. I have an autoimmune disease. I was single for 17 years. I've never had any support from any man in my life regarding financial. I have shown up, I have done it, and I have done it. And I thought by now I would be so much further in this life than I am. I'm proud of myself. I have done great things. I am good at what I do, but I thought by now I'd be a millionaire, right? And whether that's a lofty goal or not, I expected myself to have way more than I do now back in my 30s and now I'm 40, 44, right? Now I'm 44. I just met the love of my life. We're recently engaged, and in the last 2 years, I have been able to go, wow, this is cool. We have two incomes and like, whoa, and both of us already live with a no debt mindset. So it's been nice because we can just enjoy our lives and not be stressed out. But then guess what happened just in October of last year? In October of last year, they send him an email and say, we're going to send everybody home November 1st. And then, oh, by the way, in October, you realtors will know the market got soft and everybody just kind of went crickets. And it's easy for somebody to do that, especially in the holiday, quarter of the year, the Thanksgiving and the Christmas. People tend to kind of pull back, right? So in October of last year, things started shrinking up a little bit in real estate. So that means that my business took a little hit. I think I made my first sell in January. And then I think I made another one in March and another one in April. But it's been a slow, production year in real estate. And now we're both like, okay, so what are we going to do? So I mentioned to my fiance about this digital marketing. I said, we've got to be able to figure this out. We are no dummies. We are smart people. We can do this. We just have to figure it out. So one day I'm scrolling. I see this woman. She puts it together for me. I went and I put my email in her landing page, which I did. I put the email in and I got 2 free videos, you guys, 2 free videos. And that video was like, okay. Okay, I took some notes, right? I took some notes because we all know that nothing is free. And we all know that there is, there's hooks out there, there's clickbait. I mean, we all went through the internet.com era in our college years, in our 20s, where we saw a lot of that stuff happening. Now it's getting really smart, and the world is wanting to use everyday people, right? Everyday people. Like that's what the world is wanting to use. Why? Because their stories resonate better with you, my audience, who I am coming to you on the World Wide Web. I'm not selling to my friends and family. I'm selling to the World Wide Web because my story deserves to be heard. And when my story is out there as a single woman, as an income producing, a single person, real estate is hard anyways. Anybody who is in real estate is borderline crazy or is just like, is an adrenaline junkie, right? Because it's 100% business, 100% commission business. And when you are in a business like that, it takes a lot of a lot of, what's the word I'm looking for? Discipline, sort of discipline in other areas of your life. So I sat down earlier this morning before I hopped on here, and I kind of went through an outline because I really want to get clear on my message. My message is this: I have an opportunity to change your reality. I have an opportunity to partner with your career in which you love doing already. I'm not trying to tell you to quit your job. I'm not trying to tell you to, fire your boss right now. But hey, in 6 months, when you go to look at your bank account and you're like, what? I spend a year to make $60,000 and I just made $80,000 in 3 months. So you're going to have options real soon, right? You're going to have options real soon. So here's the deal. So in the ever evolving world of real estate, many realtors find themselves juggling endless client meetings, property showings, the relentless pursuit of careers. The demands of the job often mean sacrificing precious time with the family. How many of you realtors got into this business to be your own boss, have all the time in the world, you're like in control, only to realize that your ass is working all the time? Pardon me, I didn't mean to say that word, but only to realize that you are working all the time. How many times have you been with your family and you get a text message or a phone call or a sign call and you're in the middle of something and you're like, oh my gosh, like, does this phone ever stop ringing? And oh, by the way, when you're on vacation, hey, that's the secret sauce. If you want to be successful in real estate, just go on vacation. When you go on vacation, your phone rings like crazy. So it's very frustrating because you try to get away. They tell you in real estate, every quarter, plan out your vacations, have something to look forward to. But it doesn't matter in real estate. The market is something you cannot control. I simply cannot control inflation rates, which also are affected by the interest rates. I can't control supply and demand. I sure as heck can't control that for the first time in the history of real estate, the Dallas housing prices are higher than they've ever been. And we have people coming into this area by the droves. That's not letting up at all. But what's happened is that is also pulling us agents away from doing a great job, because when there's uncertainty in the income and when our career is the only career where our income is disproportionate to our effort. I know realtors who would bend over and do so many things, backflips, everything. Heck, they even give up their own money. I'm doing a contract right now because my real estate business went crazy this week, right? And that's the thing. I want you to know that I am still managing my broker and my real estate business as I'm doing this. And it's possible because I already have disciplined in me now. After doing this digital marketing for the last 90 days, I am showing up every day because I know without a doubt that in 6 months, I'm going to have six figures and I'm on my way to making $1 million in 15 months. That's my goal. I'm going to do it. Watch me. Right? I'm going to do it. Watch me. So don't watch me. Come with me. Because right now, like, the thing is this, you and I both know that technology is changing like that. Because we went to Apple the other day, they're getting ready to unleash this iOS 19, which is supposed to be a UX, user experience, which is the whole reason there's iPhone people and Android people. iPhone people kind of like the BlackBerry, kind of like the consistent thing. Android people are more user experience. They like that goofy, your text message, you don't have to type on the keyboard, just whatever. I couldn't figure it out. My uncle passed away recently. I showed up to the hospital. I said, no, nobody worry. I'll handle his business. He had an Android. I spent like 2-3 hours while he was in the hospital just trying to figure out how to open up his email and text people. It was the most insane thing for me, but that was in 2017. So things have changed and gotten more streamlined. I'm sure if I picked up it doesn't matter. That's a so what. So here's the thing. So this real estate business is lovely and we're never going to quit it. If you're a realtor, you got it in your heart. I mean, you just got it in your heart. It's just part of who you are. But what's frustrating is that we work so hard and we don't get a daily pay, or we don't get a biweekly paycheck, or we don't get a salary, right? And if you do go and join one of those firms, like, what's the point in being in real estate because you're making $40,000 a year, right? So here's the thing. What if there was a way to maintain your real estate career while also creating a stable, lucrative online income? This is how digital products and digital marketing are transforming the lives of realtors, allowing them to provide for their families in ways they never thought possible. So you already know who I am. I've told you my story. I stumbled upon it. Digital marketing is all about promoting products and services online. For realtors, this can mean leveraging their existing knowledge and network to sell digital products. So think about it this way, realtors. I'm about to teach you how to sell a done for you, done with you digital product, right? So then what's going to happen naturally is you're going to go, huh, I just learned how to sell a digital product online in 2024 and I'm 40 something years old. I'm 39 years old. I'm 35 years old. I'm 56 years old. I'm 72 years old. We have people in our community who are in their 70s and 80s learning how to do this. And it blows my mind because I'm so happy to hear that. I'm so happy to hear that because in my mind before, we've had stories within under this roof where I have talked to my fiance and I'm like, I feel so terrible for our parents and for our parents parents because they are just getting left behind. No one is grabbing their hand. No one is grabbing their hand and saying, come with me, I'll show you. Come on, let's go. It's going to take a lot of patience, right? A lot of patience. But if you've been training your mom and your dad, you've been training your grandparents to get on Facebook, to utilize this phone that they have in their back pocket, you're ahead of the game. But that's what's scary. We're living longer. So that means we're going to have to take care of ourselves. Like, where are we going to get that kind of money if inflation has decided to rob us of all of our, extra money that we had? And oh, by the way, if you're a homeowner and you have equity, they're robbing you of that too. And it breaks my heart because I believe in generational wealth and I believe that real estate is a big, big proponent of that. But the thing is this, like, nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's coming to save you, and nobody's going to share with you an opportunity for you to learn an in-demand skill. The average digital marketer is making $176,000 a year. And the thing is this, they're not showing up to a job and working behind the computer for 8 hours. They are simply being consistent. They have a CEO mindset and they're willing to spend 2 hours a day on their phone because they're sending the same message over and over and over and over because you're open for business. This conversation that I'm having with you, TikTok, is a great example of what I'm doing in my career, right? My perfect audience, I believe, is realtors, is 100% professional people who are sick and tired of their job, who've been in corporate America for 20 years, and they think that going to get their real estate license at 44 is going to save their asses, right? It's not. So the best thing that you can do is to learn a new skill. I mean, here's the thing. It's a win-win. It's a win-win because you are going to learn a new skill. You're going to be introduced to so many things. You're going to unwrap a package and it's like an onion. You're just going to keep peeling and peeling and peeling. And you're like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I mean, it's unreal what it is that we're learning and implementing in this thing. So a digital product is anything that you can see or sell or touch online, right? Text message, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok shop, marketplace. Who in here has ever had to, spring clean out, right? Like, it's summertime or I'm moving, or hey, we're getting new furniture. So the mission here is we're getting rid of 15 pieces in this house immediately. Let's go, team hustle, go. Right? So what do? You take out this beautiful camera here that is a digital product that you're going to snap a picture of your couch that you want to sell because you're bringing the new one in. So you're willing to take $250 for it because the name of the game is just to get it out, right? That's digital marketing. So you've participated in digital marketing by snapping pictures of the things in your garage and selling it on Facebook Marketplace. That's what this is. But instead of having flimsy products and having to deal with people who, you know the type of people that call you and oh, will you take this for it? No, Jack Russell Terrier, I'm giving you this thing for bottom dollar. Just come take it, right? You almost have a 40-hour a week career just responding to all these momos on Facebook Marketplace. But what if I told you this is a no rejection business? I am not selling to my friends and family. I am selling to the World Wide Web. That means there are 5 billion people on social media a day. So I am throwing, my brother loves to fish, right? So I'm using this analogy because it makes perfect sense. I am casting my line into a pool of 5 million people. And the fact that you found me means that you've been looking for an opportunity for help. And I'm going to be here every day. Why? Because I already know that in 15 months, I'm going to have $1 million in my account and I'm going to be able to make my dreams catch up. I got to catch up, you guys. It's not that I'm a crazy spender in real estate. I don't even have a Louis Vuitton or a Land Rover. I've got a 10-year-old car that hit 10 years old this year with 130 miles on it, 130,000, sorry. 130,000 miles of that I'm proud of because I paid it off 3 years ago, right? 5 years ago. I paid it off. I own it free and clear. I got a condo. I paid it off. I own it free and clear, but I still have bills. Like, so I'm a very conservative spender. I'm not trying to make money to go live this lavish lifestyle. Now, the cool thing is that because of my mindset and because I know where I'm going, these thoughts are coming into my heart and in my head. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, Larry, we could go live in Barcelona for like 3 months and do our digital business in another country because I have a cell phone right here. And all I need to do to go to work is have a Wi-Fi connection or an internet connection because it's my story that I'm communicating with. And once you find your perfect customer, which it'll happen. It'll happen naturally because there's a lot of chatter in our community. I can't find my perfect customer. My perfect customer. Your perfect customer is you. 5 years ago. Your perfect customer is who you are today. Why are you here? What if you would have found a digital marketing product to sell 5 years ago? What about all the memories that you wouldn't had to have like sacrificed with your child? Do you feel guilty for not being at some of these recitals and dances and games and piano lessons and swimming lessons because of your career? Like, how much were your memories worth missing for that extra overtime that you had to do, right? What if dad's working 2 jobs? What if mom can bring home dad? Let's retire dad and get him back in the house. Now more than ever, our leadership as adults and as parents need to be in the home. There's a lot of crazy agendas going on out there, but our kids need us more than ever, right? But that's not the thing. The thing is this: if this would have come into my life 5 years ago, I could have maybe avoided some really, really detrimental points in my life that have happened over time because I'm human, because I was desperate. I was scared. I was thinking that, I wasn't going to be able to make it. Right. And so I took chances on some investments and did some things and they didn't result in me winning. But for the first time, and I mean, honestly, in 15 years, I mean, this real estate business, people have been stealing my business since Zillow entered the marketplace. And if you don't think that I'm telling the truth, Zillow, any realtor in here will tell you that Zillow is stealing our business. My listings, Zillow is taking and forcing it out to the World Wide Web and charging you, realtor, for my leads. How terrible is that? But no one's saying that it's wrong. So that's what I'm saying. We have to be understanding of what world we're living in. We're living in a world where there's right and wrong. I don't know. I don't know where ethics lie anymore. And if you're not dealing with a realtor or a real estate professional, know a realtor. If you're not dealing with a realtor, then chances are, that offer that somebody's got out there for you is too good to be true because they don't represent you fiduciarily. So be careful. So the work, determined to make this work. I invested in a digital marketing blueprint because it was a done for you business. I simply bought the product for $900. I'll show you a little visual aid. So because I already had an idea of what this was, the $900 legacy builder is what I bought. I bought it because it gives me 4 streams of income. If you want to just dip your toe in the water, we all know $100 is like $10 these days. So just come in at the $100 level, but understand you won't have access to everything that I have access to. If you want to take a look at we do have a webinar today. We have a webinar today. If you want to know more about that, go to Daily Wealth Online up here, enter your email and watch the video, and then you will get a link to my webinar because I've already set it up for you to receive that. Okay. So go up here, like, follow, share me. Daily Wealth Online. Today we have a webinar. Now we only have a webinar once a week, but this one you can still get on, right? So let me tell you a little bit about my efforts with this business. I bought this business April 13th. Okay. April 13th, I bought this business because I was so slammed with work. Let me tell you my career right now. I'm doing about 5 roles. I'm a property manager. I'm a realtor in Oklahoma. I'm a broker in Texas. I'm a flipper right now. And I manage the finances. Oh, and I'm a digital marketer, right? Like, so I've got 5 responsibilities that are happening right now. So how do you prioritize that? Well, the first 30 days in my business were very, I'll just admit it, I was kind of exhausted because I had a lot going on. But I knew that if I just showed up every day, because it's a mindset, if you just show up every day and produce 3 pieces of content, let the world know what it is that you have. Over time, you're going to look down and go, whoa, my TikTok channel's got like 400 videos on it. How did that happen? Well, it happened because today's Friday. Again, it happens because tomorrow's going to happen. The next day's going to happen. The next day's going to happen. You and I both know how quickly time is scrolling. I mean, I'm blown away. Are you blown away? I mean, seriously, it's Friday again. Where did the week go? Seriously, it's Friday already. I can remember pulling this payment button, like hitting go with my digital marketing business April 13th. How is it already July, right? I want to show you something that's in our community because this is pretty cool. I have in our community, we have, and I'm not going to jump around because I've got some points that I want to definitely show you, but I want to show you where I'm at because this is neat. In our community, we have this thing called School, which is sort of like a Facebook page, but we don't utilize social media to meet. We actually meet on a platform called School, which was built by someone who's been in the digital marketing space for about 20 years now. And they created a platform that solves a lot of problems. And the thing is this, in our community, we have this really cool feature up top. You see that green chart right there? You see that chart? I can't see my screen. Okay, this little chart right here. Look, I just started in April. That's how much activity I've done within the community because I want to show up for the people who are buying my product, right? I want to show up for them so that when they go into this community, they see that Ashley Westbrook is participating, because I cannot be a hypocrite to you and say I am selling to my friends and family because I'm not. Here's what's happening on my Facebook page. I love my Facebook friends. I do. The reason I decided to start going to Facebook is this, because I'm going to have $1 million in 15 months, right? And I don't want my people who know me to go, Ashley, why didn't you call me? Why didn't you tell me? And I'm going to be like, I did. I put it on Facebook. And they're going to be like, well, I texted you and I called you. You're right. You did. I simply told you to go to dailywealthonline.com because you're a grown adult. I'm not selling you. You simply go to the video, see if this is something that you can do, because it's a commitment. It's a commitment of 2 hours a day from you, from your own little story, from your own little heart, from your own little mind. But the reward is amazing, because for 2 hours a day in just 6 months, I will have 6 figures. And I'm not talking 99,999. No, I'm talking $300,000 and $400,000, because with intentionality, right? My favorite quote for this business is focused intensity over time multiplied by God equals unstoppable momentum. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Unstoppable momentum. Why? Because you're casting your net into the World Wide Web, and 0.03% of 5 billion people is like 300,000 people. Like, just if I were to capture the audience of 1,111 people yields me $1 million in the bank. I have my most popular product, which is a $900 product. So do the math. If I sell 1,111 $900 products, that yields me $1 million. So go even further, divide that by 12. And I'm terrible at math and I don't have a calculator in front of me. Can I have a 111 divided by 12? Isn't it like 150? I think it's like 150 sales a month. Then you back that up to how many sales is that a week? I think it's like 33. And then you back it up a day. It's like 14. Like it's not that many sales a week, and you can catch up with your retirement. If you're like me and you've recently sat down with your certified financial planner because they love you and they want to share with you how you're going to be successful in your years to come, then you know your number. And if you don't know your number, I'm going to have a TikTok, I'm sorry, a YouTube. Y'all can go to my YouTube channel. It's dailywealthonline.com. My name's Ashley Westbrook, no E and Ashley. I'm all over the web. And my people who come in and buy the product from me, my goal is to give you some extra tools, but I don't even have to, because this system that I'm involved in is done for you and done with you. So I don't even have to share with you any more tips and tricks. But most people want to know, wow, how is she so successful? What is she doing? Why is she so on fire? I'll show you, because I've learned to leverage tools that are out there for free to partner with me and to help me basically, master a 2 hour a day workday. Because I don't want to spend 10 hours doing videos all day long. No, I've learned to utilize ChatGPT. I've learned to utilize other tools that give me a script that I can look at the camera and sound like a rock star, but it's all coming from my voice. It's coming from what it is that I have to show the world what I have, because I'm a realtor and I love people and I want to help people. I want to help people get back home, and I want to help people work wherever they need to work and be a part of their families and create an income that's going to allow them to have peace of mind. I mean, you guys, we live in a very wonky world right now where there's not a lot of peace of mind. And unfortunately, people are calling it quits on their own. They're just so fed up and tired with it. They're calling it quits. Don't let that be you. And if you know someone personal that's dealing with financial stress in their world, share this with them. Share it with them. This could be hope. I want to be a hope dealer, right? What does hope stand for? Hang on, pain ends, right? And quit being poor. Do you know what poor stands for? Passing opportunities over repeatedly. Like, this is not a multi-level marketing business. I did that kind of, like, I never really was able to participate in that 100%. In 2000 I jumped onto one, and it was like, this guy, he looked like Tony Robbins. His name was Wayne, and he came up with this thing called Smart Travel, and I was like, "Oh my god, this looks fun." But then, you know what the responsibilities were for me? I had to call people on the phone, and then I had to invite people to parties, and they had to come and host these parties. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. So I never really dove into the MLMs, but however, I use a lot of MLM products. I love Arbonne protein. I'm using Prove It for a keto drink. There's certain things out there that I just absolutely love in the MLM community, but I don't sell it because I know better. I know I cannot yield and make that kind of money. I'm already in real estate, right? Like, do you know what real estate is? Real estate is now being a call center. If you don't already have a sphere of influence who like, know, and trust what you do is going to support them and help them solve a problem, then you're having to cold call every day. You're having to knock on doors in your neighborhood. You're having to send mail to these people all the time. I'm blown away in this business. I send mail like you wouldn't believe. You get a card from me every anniversary, every birthday. And you know what's scary and what's actually frustrating? And it breaks my heart. And not a lot of people realize this, but I don't let things like this get me down. But I never get a thank you. I never get a text or a video. "Ashley, that was so nice. Thank you for doing that." And I'm not sitting here trying to like brag about it, but I'm just telling you, the world that we live in now doesn't even take a break to just say, "Hey, thanks for the card." You know what I mean? So it just baffles me, because I know that nobody's coming for me. I also know nobody's paying my bills, right? So the beautiful thing about digital marketing is that this thing is 24/7. When you are utilizing this, let me scroll down because I've got an outline. I'm okay. Let me help you understand the 2 hour workday, right? I'm sharing this income opportunity to people who are like me because I'm a realtor and have empathy for this industry. We are the only group of workers that I know that our income is disproportionate to our efforts. Realtors, this skill set that you have already, this amazing skill set that real estate has taught you, it transitions really nicely with your spontaneous schedule and work hours in this digital marketing business. I create 3 pieces of content and post that on my favorite social media platform. Now, you don't have to have a following to do this. And in fact, I'm going to say this. I don't know which is best, but because I chose to listen and be coachable with this done for me business, the leader tells me to do this. "Ashley, start with a 0 account. Start with a brand new account, and here's why." Ladies and gentlemen, do not add your contacts to your social media following. Wait a minute, what? That doesn't make any sense. Hold on, it does. Here's why. You're entering into digital marketing. So let me introduce something to you called analytics and algorithms. Algorithms is a very important piece of this pie because your algorithms are going to naturally push your content into the right audience for you, which is going to allow you to have a digital marketing business on a global platform. So now I am a global business that goes online every day on TikTok, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, and YouTube. And because I'm generating momentum, my work, my activities, my numbers keep growing and growing and growing and growing and growing and growing. See that unstoppable momentum that I'm talking about? Because this is like compound interest. I have shown up every day for 90. Gosh, okay. Oh my gosh, tomorrow is for 120 days. Yeah, March. No, 90 days. April to May, May to June, June, July. So 90 days will be tomorrow that I have been posting my business on the World Wide Web. And has it paid for itself? Yes. I made my very first sell right out of the gate, and it was my fiance, right? Because we both realized that we don't want to, we've just been a victim. We've been a victim. Everybody in their 40s knows. I mean, don't you love paying the government your 30% every year? Like, nobody cares about you. Nobody's coming for you. Figure out what it is that you need to do for your family. So we both looked at each other and were like, we can do this. We can do this. But would it be best for us to do it as a couple and come to the world as a couple? Or do we maximize the potential of this thing and say, you know what, Larry, you start your business and I'll start my business. Why? Because we just met. We just met. We've known each other for 17 years, but we just met in October. Larry was a dad. Larry has been an insurance adjuster. Larry has been traveling all over the country, doing health claims and being 100% commission. And he started a cappuccino business, and he's done a home remedies business, so he's got as another skill set, another set of audience seeking things, right? Me, I'm a realtor. So we decided to go into business individually. And then since then, I've had 5 sales, which I mean, I've already made an income on it, right? So one time I'm paying $29 for my pre-built website. That's how this company makes money, if you're curious. Because a lot of times people want to know, well, I don't understand. This doesn't make sense. Digital. No, just because digital is in there, don't let it confuse you. This is just like me having a Stanley Cup, right? This is just like me having a Stanley Cup and selling Stanley at Dick's Sporting Goods, but I am not Stanley. Dick's Sporting Goods did not create Stanley Cup, right? No. So this is a digital product that I have access to, that I'm taking to my store, dailywealthonline.com, and I'm talking to the internet, the World Wide Web, which has 5 billion subscribers monthly. So my net, when I go to cast it, is capturing the attentions of the people who need to hear the story. Realtors, look, I am right there with you. I mean, I was on a call this week. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. July 29th is in 2 days, and that's when 3 days. That's when things change, right? So these conversations that realtors are going to have with people are going to be very difficult and hard conversations. I realized a long time ago that I am in the difficult conversation business. Like, I want to be the bearer of good news, but unfortunately, a lot of the news that comes out of this mouth is just simply not fun. And sometimes it's great, but sometimes it's not fortunate because of the market. And those are some things that I simply cannot control. But I try to deliver the message with a positive influence, with a positive ideology behind it, because in the end, if we keep our eyes on the goal, which is to get out from underneath this house, move to the next one, make some money, pay off some things, if I can keep my clients focused on the end result, then we can get there with a smooth, reliable roller coaster going that way, right? Because there's nothing easy about selling a house. It's not easy. There's nothing easy about buying a house. It's a mental beating. It's a lot of, searching and scheduling, and you've got dance and recitals and family members and family reunions, all these things happening on the weekends when people need to show property. So going back to the 2-hour workday, we have a copy and paste method. Because this is a done for you business, we have 100 days of content in our community. So the cool thing is in your Kajabi account, because there's 3 things that you're going to learn. Kajabi, which is where our modules lie. That's where your business is. It's basically your operations manual, your video vault. It's a video vault of, hey, here's this step, then this step, then this step. And this videos are only like 4 minutes long. And every video you conquer and accomplish something. Okay. So school is our community. It's like where we would go. It's like our brick and mortar, but online. And in our community, we have so many people that are willing to help. And we also have our own pre-built search bar, which is our own Scoogle. I call it Scoogle, right? Because Google. And any question that you have, instead of going, I don't know where to go, type it in Scoogle. If you type it in Google, it will reveal maybe 10, 15 other people who have already been there, done that, and are answering your question without you having to go somewhere and ask somebody and stay on a phone and do all the things. So that's a really cool piece of it. And then we also have the free ads method, right? So the free ads method allows me to copy and paste and put these ads on free websites. For instance, have you ever heard of Craigslist? That's kind of where I'm going. So there's other ad places that are out there. They're global. There's like 15 of them. If you want to take advantage and utilize all of them, because you can, because now you're in a global business. You know, I've got ads going out to Africa and to London and to Australia on their classified ads program. And what's happening, this is the cool part. What's happening is it's building my YouTube channel. So now I am on a mission I'll be monetized on YouTube. You know, I've already gotten money from TikTok for my videos. Like, I'll wake up and go, what is this? This is a deposit from TikTok. Like, TikTok is paying me because my content is so good and because I have people watching my stuff. So the thing is this, once you dip your toe in this water, you're going to be baffled at how many other scalable products are in here that you can utilize. But I'm not pushing those just yet because I want you to focus on what this is. This is just the business in a box. It's just sharing with other people how to get into a digital space and take their digital product or digital business and create automations and create, what's the word I'm looking for? Leverage their time, create automations, take them away so they can be with their family more and more, because the world is global. I'm sorry, the world is digital. Okay, so that's the 3 pieces of content I post daily. And eventually, and we'll teach you in this program how to batch content. Does that make sense when I say batch content? So what I would say is, when you're batching content, if I know I have to have 3 pieces of video a day, and I know that tomorrow we're getting on a plane to go to another country and there's going to be some delays in my posting content, right? So why don't I be proactive and batch about 4 days worth of content? So 4 times 3 would be 28 videos in a row. So why don't I just do 28 videos in a row on one day for my 1 hour or 2 hour a day work day? You can kind of flip it up and do and work it the way you want. But now I have 28 videos that I've pre-made that all I have to do is hit post, post, post. Now I try to post at like 7 a.m. in the morning, 11 a.m., 2 p.m., and 7 p.m. Right? I don't know if I'm testing something right now. I'm testing something because I'm trying to hit London at a certain time. So I've been posting at 7 a.m. just to add another global spectrum. I'm testing, right? That's what's going to happen. When you get into us and you're 90 days into it, you start to learn things and you start to see your analytics and your algorithms, and you're like, oh, that video got a lot of hits. So what do you do if a video got a lot of hits? Do exactly what that video did and do it again and do it again and do it again, because that video telling you that you had 3,000 people look at it caught some people's eye. That video caught some people's eye. So you're getting close to your perfect customer, right? You're figuring out who it is that your audience is. So that's really fun stuff. And it's a journey, right? So I'm sharing this opportunity to people who know me. It may pique their interest, but they may not be interested. And that's fine. If you want to go to dailywealthonline.com, simply enter your email. You'll get an email from me today, because there's a webinar here in a hot second, right? I think it's coming around the corner real soon, but I'll send you an email. And then if you totally forget, I'll send you another email, and then you can hop on to it while they're going. I'm really, really helpful about helping you stay on top of it. So because I chose to do a $900 product, I'm able to make $900 a day. And that doesn't mean that that's all I can make. I mean, what if I had 6 sales in a $900 level? That's a $5,400 a day. I've already told you how many subscribers TikTok has and YouTube. So the large amount of an audience has a wider net to cast, and I'm going to be able to build a lead generation system that works. Do you know anything about copy and paste? We talked about that. I'm just going through my notes because I've realized like I've got to get real good at like showing you guys how to do this. Responding to emails and comments. Okay, so the other part of my 2 hour a day is I'm responding to comments and people. I always say type "I'm ready" in the comments below. I'll send you a link. Why? Because this is a no nonsense business. This is a no rejection business. I don't have to talk to you. If you have any questions, you can email me in my information is all here. If you have any questions about this, you can email me. But the name of the game is you go to this Daily Wealth Online and you watch the video. Put your email in, watch the video, watch it again, take some notes. And then, if you can't make the webinar today, like, follow, share me. I'm here daily. Let's take the time to get educated on what this is. The more you hear it, the more it's going to make sense. I'm working really hard at crafting my message so that I can share with you what this is and not to be scared. This is actually the most exciting thing that has come your way in the last 24 months as far as realtors go and as far as business partners go, right? So when you go to my dailywealthonline.com, I am creating a customer list. I'm getting an email. So that is another part of this business is you're creating your own customer list, which will then in turn help you to maybe become an affiliate of some of the products that you're already selling within your digital marketing business that are helping you and partner with you to make your life really work at a 2 hour a day business, right? Like there's so many tools that I'm utilizing that have taken so much anxiety out of my life. It's fascinating. And the funny thing is that I'm on social media more than I've ever been, but I'm not. How do you put that? So I'm on social media. Like I just hit 60 hours. TikTok sent me a badge. Was it this week? They sent me a badge this week or last week. And it said, congratulations, you've gone live 60 hours. I'm like, what? Like I can remember going live for the first time. If you go back and look at my videos on YouTube, I sound terrible. I have no idea what I'm talking about. And that's okay, right? That's okay because I'm showing up and I'm doing the work. And I already know that this is, for me, this is guaranteed because I already know that I'm going to show up. I've made a decision to do this and that I'm spending 2 hours a day on my business. So in just 15 months, I'm going to have $1 million in the retirement place, which is what I'm wanting to do. We just met. Neither one of us have we don't want to work anymore. We don't want to work anymore. We have been like, we do. I mean, I don't want to say that rudely. I love real estate. I'll always do real estate. He doesn't want to work for the person. He just got let go by the largest real estate insurance business in the world. And they don't really, can't even go there. They let these people go, but they have claims that are out there of people who need their insurance knowledge desperately, and they don't care. They're really, really more interested in spending money on NFL football players and having cute, commercials out there. So here's the thing. We know that nobody's coming for us, but what we want to do is make sure that we're going into our next decade prepared to live comfortably when that time comes. So we are being taught and educating ourselves that if we have this X amount of dollars in the bank that's drawing interest off of a high yield, stock market or IRA or 401k, I think it's just, there's a lot of different programs you can put it in, right? Like everybody's different. But that amount that's going to yield will allow us to live comfortably in the future. That's the reason we're doing this. We're doing this for security. Now, it is kind of cool that for 3 weeks in a row, every Friday, we go to the movies and we're getting ready to go to Deadpool here, I guess, this afternoon. I didn't know that until he got on his live earlier. But that's the cool thing. I was at the movies at 1:50 on Friday last week. Then I looked at the Observer and the boat shows in town. And I'm not trying to brag about that, but it's really, really fun to see what it is that you're doing. You have to reward yourself. It's exciting. So scaling your digital marketing efforts once you get into the community, because this is a done with you business. So you have like this cool 6-figure cheerleader population of everyone cheering you on for all of your wins. In our digital community, we also have, I don't think this is going to work right. We also have our wins section, right? Do you remember that little chart that I showed you that shows where Ashley Westbrook is in the community? Well, we also have a We also have a wins section. We have a wins section that lets you celebrate your wins, your victories. And here's the thing: a victory doesn't have to be a sell. Some of the people that are in our community are like, "You guys, I did it. I went live for the first time, and oh my gosh, it was great. I had 40 people in my room." Da 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 da. Right? So that's a win. Some people have are getting comments on their stuff, and that's a win for them. So every day is a different day, and every day is growing. And I always say this because I heard this from one of my real estate rah-rahs way back in the day, and I loved it because there was someone, and I wish I could quote him correctly, but there was someone that says every day just try to be 1% better. 1% better. Just wake up and be 1% better. And our founder says it too. And I'm like, oh yeah. I'm like, I remember that used to be on my phone. I used to have on my phone, I used to have it on my desktop. Just wake up every day and be 1% better. And then what happens is over 365 days, you've become 365% better at who you are. How cool is that? So this is the thing. Digital marketing is nothing to be scared of. It's something that you can partner with. Realtors, big, corporate people. If you have skills of utilizing this phone right here and utilizing Amazon and Facebook and Marketplace and all the things, you have digital skills enough to do this business. There's no tech involved. We have a pre-built business that is for you, done for you. You guys go up here, like, follow, share me, because I want to make sure that you understand that I'm about to get off today because I just completed my 1 hour of my business, and I'm going to stay true to what it is that I'm following because I want you to see how easy this process is. So anyways, I am learning how to sell my digital products for $900 a day. I'm helping other realtors and other 1099 professionals take advantage of the get out of the uncertainty of unpredictable incomes, right? Get out of the uncertainty and the pain and the anguish and just like the stress level of the real estate business is just more than I can bear in my 40s. I love what I do, but I simply cannot count on real estate to get me to my goals and dreams of having a certain number in the bank in just 15 years, right? In just 15 years, actually 11 years. My goal when I was in my 20s, like they tell you to write your goals down. I was like, I'm going to be a millionaire by the time I'm 30. Who's in here that done that, right? Like you had no idea what you were talking about. I mean, some people did it. God bless them. I mean, way to go, because I tried and I tried and I tried. And I felt like I was always dangling this carrot in front of me, right? Always just felt like it was just something else, squirrel. And I just couldn't take it anymore. And then, in my 20s, I'm going to be a millionaire in my 30s. And then also in my 20s, I want to retire at 55. Now that I'm holding true to. I'm holding true to that because we live in a digital world already. Why wouldn't you be able to believe that you too could make an income online that could, in just 6 months, give you an option to look at both jobs and go, took me a year in real estate to make 6 figures. And in digital marketing, it took me 97 days and I'm well over 6 figures. I'm not talking 99,900. I'm talking well over 6 figures. I'm talking in the 2s and the 3s. So that's the thing. I cannot wait to come back to you guys. I feel really good about today. This is exciting. It's another Friday. Next week is August. I just looked and booked an appointment for July 30th, which is when I'm having photography done on one of my listings in East Texas. And I'm like, July 30th is already here? That means next week is August. Am I right on that? 26, 27, 28, 29. I mean, next week is August. How is it already August? So here's the thing. Every day is going to happen anyways. This is all about mindset. Get into your heart and in your head. Look at me. Go to my YouTube channel this weekend. Look at all my stuff. I do my best to make it uniform and branding. And, there's some days that I'm off. And that's the thing. That's where I need your grace and your mercy, and understand that, golly, if this blonde ADD girl can do it, I can do it, And that's the thing, is that I believe in helping people generationally. I mean, and this isn't even generationally. I'm going to be completely selfish with you. I don't have kids. So this isn't really going to generational wealth for my family. This is just so me and my best friend that I just met in October of 2 years ago can go travel the world and not have to be slaved and have our attitudes and be on somebody else's clock and have to, support someone else and their chaos to make a dime. It's just simple as that, right? I mean, I've got grandparents and family members all over the state of the United States, Tennessee, Prospect, Kentucky, South Carolina, Texas. And, I mean, I need to be in Tennessee right now. My grandmother, I need to be in Tennessee. She needs me. I miss you, Mimi. Like this would allow me to have opportunity to be able to go and spend a week with her and stay at their house and still be able to have my digital marketing business. And I will. In just a couple of weeks, I'll be in Tennessee by the pool at their house with the beautiful weather, and you're going to see a different landscape, a different a location, because I have a digital business. So make sure to go up here, like, follow, share me, you guys. I am absolutely thrilled to be a part of your world. Thank you for coming in and letting me share this opportunity with you. This is game changer stuff. I wish you a great Friday. Have a good one. Go see Deadpool if you want. I don't know if you're into that or not, but YouTube, you guys have been great. Thanks for everything. If you have any questions, just simply email me. My information is all here. Go to dailywealthonline.com, watch the video, ask me some questions. If you want to know, there is a webinar today. It's not too late to go put your email in. I'm going to get off this call, go make sure that you are, if you just put your email in, I'm going to make sure that your link is going to work so that you can get in. Come take a look at what this is. It's nothing to be scared of. Digital marketing is where we are. It's here. It's reality.